Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. We are going to make this trifold notebook out of my Tim Holtz paper that I got. Sorry, I thought I had everything. I don't have my paper. Let me get some paper here. We're just gonna make the one, but I'm gonna show you how I made it. So, let me get my stapler here. So, just need some paper. I'm gonna pick this one. Don't need these. This is for the ABC 2025. This is for the letter T. So I'm using Tim Holtz paper to make a trifold. And you just need to cut, this is a 6x6, I believe. Nope, 8x8. Yes, this is his his re-release. I don't know which packet this come out of because they got mixed up on accident. So you just need to cut this in half. That's how I did this. So it will be 2. You can make 2 out of it. Let me get my scoreboard here. Let's see, because I don't remember where I scored it. Because I made it a while ago. I have to reglue this if it come up. Looks like I scored it. My scorer here. I hope everybody's having a great day. It looks like our weather is on the upturn. I'm filming this on Good Friday, so it's a strange day for me. Looks like here, right there, and then this one, I'm gonna fold it here. Sorry, let me get my ruler and I can tell you where I folded it at. Or 2 inches in, and then 1 3/4. Why it's different, I don't know. Let's see if it worked. It did. I have to trim that down a little bit. And I remember why now, because I didn't want them to come completely together. I wanted a little opening, but still could have done that a little more together. All right, so I need my papers cut. If I want them to come in a little bit here, and then that's there. I would say 5 1/4 long. So they need to be 5 1/4, so about right here. Need to be that long. And I would say 3 1/4 tall. So about right there. Might be able to get 2 here. I have 4 pieces. 3 1/4 tall. What did we say? 5. Well, that's longer than I said. Five and 3/4. That's way longer than 5 and 3/4. I don't know why my tripod is, or my camera's bouncing all over the place. I am sorry about that. Gonna have to do something different with that. Maybe get me a tripod or something so it's not on my desk. Trim this down a little bit. There. And then we have to set these off to the side. I can use these for stamping. Okay, and then they will go in here, depending on how, well, they have to go in enough that they will fit there. So let's crease them up there. And I just use staples. I think I did it the other way. Oh, wonder why that's ripping, just because I creased it. Let's put some washi tape, because I don't think I have any boo-boo tape. So let me get some washi tape out. I don't understand why that's doing that. My Tim Holtz paper's never done that before. So let me find some washi tape that I think would look, oh, this will look good on there. I'm gonna put some, where's my glue? I'm gonna put some glue on it just to make sure. Get a pin so I can get my, unclog my glue here. I'm gonna put some glue on here just for the washi tape because it's pretty sticky, but I like to make sure it really sticks. So I want just the numbers, so let's do there we go. Make sure that stays. Okay. And then there. It looks like I'm gonna have to trim that just a little bit so that it'll fold. And I, as usual, can't cut straight. Okay, just throw that in the trash. All right, there's that. So the next step, this is driving me nuts. I gotta put some more glue on there. So it stops flapping open. Okay. Oops. Oh. Let's see if there is any, if I have any pretty lace or anything that we want to put. I don't know that I have any scrappy lace that I want to put on there because we're putting the buttons. this out and see. Let's not cut our fingers. I think I made one bigger than the other. I did. Okay. I'm gonna put one there and one there. And I got some, let me get some paper clips because I wanna paper clip that down so it stays, so we can decorate the outside here. So we'll do this, this, and I already got some buttons. I got the small ones because then I got these because I want the small ones behind it so that it raises this up a little bit to make so that we have the string to go behind it, you know, to do the little figure 8 here to keep it closed. So there's different levels of, you know, putting them together, but I like to put a small button underneath the bigger button so that it raises it up a little bit. Let me put this away here real quick. And then that way it gives it, so you can see there, hopefully you can see that it gives it more space for that to go on. I didn't get anything out to decorate that with. I thought this background was pretty busy, so I didn't want to add to it. I'm just waiting on my glue gun here to warm up. For some reason it got shut off. Sorry about that. But I want to welcome our new members and our old members. Thank you. I couldn't do this without you. I appreciate you all. Let's take these off because we'll have to glue these down first. Let's see if it's warm enough to get that in there. Okay. I hope I'm in frame here. And then glue the buttons on. Move this over here so it's not so far away. And always be careful so you are not, I'm going to put this under there, so you don't burn your fingers. And then this one, the under buttons, I don't think need to match. They should be the same thickness, but I don't think they need to match because you're not going to see them. They're just there to raise your main buttons up. And I don't think there's a right side and a wrong side to these heart buttons. So let's just put it on here. And I like to put extra on there just to be safe. Now I don't mind the glue sticking up. Some people do. You can pull that off once it dries. It's real easy to see. You can just pull it off, make it level. I mean, you're still going to see it in there, but it's not going to stick up like that does. But I like the hot glue because it's instant. Let's take this off, and then you can wrap. Oh, I can't get this. You can use any type of twine. You can go as many times as you want. Let's put some more glue on there so it'll stay. But there you go. There's your, you can decorate it any way you want, but then you have your trifold pocket or trifold notebook. You can decorate them any way you want. But I love these. You can put them in pockets, or you can paper clip them in anywhere in your journal. But I just think they're adorable. You can decorate them any way you want. This one I decorated more. It was plainer than this one. So I just put an N on there, little girl. I put a little pocket in the back. But yeah, just put some dyed paper in there. So yeah, it's, I mean, you can decorate them any way you wish. You wouldn't have to put lace behind the buttons. I did just to break it up a little bit, the busyness, especially of this one. But yeah, I mean, they're real simple to do. And I didn't, you know, and you can do it opposite, you know, if you don't like to measure, you don't have to measure, just do it that way. Let's put some, let's see, I have some blue buttons. I like the blue buttons on there. Let's do some without the lace. Oh, let me, what did I do with my extra? I don't know what happened to it. Let's just do this. Oops. Runaway twine. Well, not really twine, it's just a little bit of, feels like yarn, but it's not. It feels like crochet cotton. That's what it feels like. But let's do this. You can have these as close together or as far apart as you want. But I think it looks just as nice without the, I'm not doing this way. They work just as well. And they look just as nice. And you can grunge them up however you like. You can even put the paper, sorry about the phone ringing in the background there. You could even do the, put the paper up here and do a flip out there. I just thought it looked nice doing it on one side. But yeah, and then as soon as that, then you got your, sorry, my fingers, I've had the shakes lately, so my fingers aren't working very well today. But there you go. So I think it looks just as nice without the lace behind it. And you can decorate them. Oh, there's my, any way you choose. Any color of buttons work. The silver, the brown, the blue, and any theme you want. Let's let me see if I can get some paper real quick, and we'll do a paper up here. Oh, let's do some lined paper. I have some lined paper here that we can put in here. We'll just, let me cut it down to the size we need here. I believe this is the line I needed. Yeah, that'll work nice. So let me, I'll cut it to about right there. I do not like to measure, if you couldn't tell. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that'll work. So let's put another one here so that we have some more than just that little bit. And you could mass make these so easy. Boy, those aren't even at all. Look at that. Use my scissors and trim that up a little bit because I want them to be pretty even at the top. See, I can't quit shaking for some reason. Don't know why. And then I am going to staple these together, and then I'm going to glue it in here. Let me put the glue on here just so I know it's the right. Talk about design on the fly. And then we can put a piece of lace covering the staples. And then you can't tell the staples are there on either way. And then there's another way to make them, which is just as adorable as the other two. So there you have 3 different ways that you can make those, and all 3 are adorable for your little trifold that you can put in your pockets or in your notebooks or in your junk journals. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a blessed day. Bye now.